Good afternoon and happy Sunday, rooters. It's by an interesting coincidence that I'm actually going to be streaming this Sunday, today. As for those of you who may have heard about what we're doing this month from Shui earlier, we're not doing assigned days for May because of the whole Mega Man theme thing, and not everybody would even fit into that. And we usually want to finish one thing before moving on to the next one instead of being kind of like the scared system of back and forth like we normally do. But it just so happens that things fell the right way that it made a lot of sense for me to just jump in today and do my thing real quick. But if we stream any other Sundays this month, which up in the air whether we will or not, just be advised that I probably will not be part of those, because I don't have any other games that I can play for this theme. So somebody else will be on a Sunday. If we do a Sunday at all. But I am here for now. So, yeah. Hello there, Caesar. Hello there, Kiyuki, and congratulations on the 5-stream streak. Also, hello there to Captain Dizzle for the first. Didn't know there was anything about art of me. However, that actually brings me to something that I was going to talk about, so I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's very relevant to art of me. So, for those of you who, are familiar with some of the stuff that we've been putting on our merchandise store, we have previously had a poster for Lilum, actually 2, accidentally. Like, we only intend to have 1 poster for her, but then we ended up getting, like, this weird situation where we had artwork that was made that we didn't have it's really concept art, but it didn't work out that way, and the artist kind of, like, disappeared. So we decided to make the most of it to make that a second poster. But then also we know that there's a Cersei poster. You're probably more familiar with that, more recent development. Well, now I have a poster. So there's new artwork. It's very relevant to today's game that I'll be getting into, because it is racing themed. So if anyone is interested to check that out, I will post a link in the chat. And you can potentially, if you are interested in it, order a Deirdre poster with me at the racing wheel. So now everybody but Shui has one. I don't have the image prepared in the computer to pull it up to show people right now, so you'll just have to click the link to see what it looks like. But yeah, that is the artwork. It's funny too because maybe about a year ago, I want to say, we were in talks with the person who did the artwork for my Live 2D, and we were going to try to get that person to not only we've got the cover table. But I was gonna say, not only were they going to do basically something similar to that artwork in the poster, but basically it would look more like this, because it'd be the same artist that drew this design, but just with that outfit. But the kind of we lost contact with the artist, I guess I'll say. So that never really came to happen, unfortunately, because not only were they gonna do the artwork like that, but they were gonna make it so that my Live 2D model had the outfit on it, so I could have like an alternate outfit. Like, that was our goal, but we never got to do that, and now we have no way of contacting that artist to find them to, like, ever have alternate outfits, so I don't know what I'll ever do if we get to the point of being able to have, like, different outfits, because we don't really have a way to do that reasonably. I don't think any of us are really in touch with any of the, well, I shouldn't say any of the artists, but most of the artists that did our original Line 2Ds, we don't have any contact with, so we can't really get outfits made for them. I think the only one who may be possible would be Lilum, since hers is the newest one who was drawn. And we do know how to get in contact with that artist, but she also doesn't have any ideas for outfits or hers. Only like me and Cersei have ideas, but we wouldn't know how to get that made. So that's where that lies, fortunately. But anyway, I hope everyone is having a great Sunday. I am going to be doing something a bit different for me. At least, as far as this channel goes and my streaming stuff that people have seen, publicly. And that poster is a big hint at it, because I am going to be playing the game Mega Man Battle and Chase, which is a Mega Man themed kart racer. I have never played it before, so I don't know what to expect. I assume it's just like Capcom's attempt to make a Mario Kart knockoff, but I don't really know the details. I don't even know what the controls are. I'm just gonna hop in blind and figure it out as I go along, and hopefully everything goes decently well. Was it Mega Man and Sonic Racing? I don't know. I've only played the first Sonic Racing game, and he was definitely not in that. How many garden what plants would I have? All of them. Okay, so let me open up the program here. This is an old PlayStation 1 game. And actually, I should mention, as a little bit of background, there is an interesting, I guess, story that is similar to what Shui was just playing. In that both Mega Man Battle and Chase and Wally Wars were games that did not have US releases. They were obviously originally in Japan, and then there's a European version of them, but no US version in both cases. And I have no idea what Capcom was doing, why it decided that Mega Man, it made an English version. It was released in Europe in English, but for some reason they thought that North America wouldn't want it. Like, was Mega Man not popular in North America in those days? I'm not curious, because all the mainline games were released in the US, so I'm not sure why randomly Wally Wars wasn't, and Battle and Chase wasn't, but it was released in Europe. It's very weird. But, so we're going to be playing the European version of the game as a result. And that means it's probably going to be like 50 frames a second, and I don't know how to affect things, because it's not a normal Mega Man game. Oh, did that not go off? I didn't hear anything. That's weird. I didn't say. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know what you're talking about. What did I say when? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything either. I don't know what's going on. It's supposedly automatically done by Twitch, though. That's the weird thing. So I have no control over that? I mean, I can't do Heth. That's why the thing was in the thing automatically. I don't do that. That's Twitch is supposed to handle that for me. Or not Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Twitch is supposed to handle that for me. So I don't know why it didn't work. Because didn't it work before? It's been working up until now. But if I try to go and figure this out right now, that's gonna take leave from me doing the stream. Also, I think you're leaving anyway. It did, but also didn't hear the Cersei one when Oh, really? He used the Cersei one yesterday? That's odd. So is everything broken on the alerts? Because they're all turning on.
What, are you stupid or something?
Oh, it's just like really super low. I heard like something barely in my ear. Why is it so low? Like it was lower than like that. It's lower than the background music, and the background music is barely audible. A troubleshooting stuff live. They've got the volume at 100% within Twitch itself. Can you volume a source specifically? It can use like a browser source. I don't think you can change the volume of that. So I don't honestly know how to change the volume of this. Does all match through Twitch? Like I said, a test alert, but it's probably not gonna be audible.
What, are you stupid or something?
Yeah, you can't really hear that. Which I don't understand. I don't know how to fix that. It's like ridiculously low. And I don't know what controls the volume of the alert box. Maybe this OBS browser thing is what... Like, I have a bunch of random things that are, like, lowered in the volume mixer for some reason that we did not lower manually. It's just, like, they're really down low for no real reason. And I think there's an OBS browser, like, parser that's, like, was dropped, like, no volume at all.
What, are you stupid or something?
Okay, there we go. When you raise that up, it, goes up. So that's the Cersei one that tested. And I sent test one to make up for Caesar's, even though he's gone now. Here's one of mine. I believe in you. Yeah, somehow the volume for OBS itself got lowered to like nothing. I don't know why. Because we did not set that at all. It just arbitrarily decided, yeah, let's mute OBS so nobody can hear anything. Which is wonderful. Just for browser sources for some reason. So hopefully now everybody will hear all their audio redeems. Okay, so I don't know what I was saying before we got sidetracked with all of that. I know I was talking about the game I'm about to play. I think I mentioned the regional thing. I don't know if there's anything else I was saying. Because, like, got distracted by all the stuff that was, like, by this not working, and then Caesar was saying some other stuff. And I have no idea what I was, like, talking about now. Oh, yeah, European games run at 60 frames per second instead of 60. But that probably won't be a big issue, because, like, it's one thing for, like, regular Mega Man. If you're used to playing Mega Man at 60 frames per second, and you try to play it at 50, it feels really weird and sluggish. So that was, like, why we didn't want to play the European version of that. And Sway kind of, like, went... do, like, I guess, a bunch of hoops and hurdles to make sure to get one that would run at 60. But I've never played any version of, like, this game before to have a familiarity, so I don't think the frame rate's gonna matter. So we should be good on that. So let us start everything up. Actually, make sure everything is. I think this game has retro achievements, so I might as well turn them on just for the heck of it. You can already tell the difference between the European version. For those who are familiar with that PlayStation 1 sound, it sounded a little distorted, didn't it? I think that's because of the lower frame rate. It's like playing slower. It's really weird. Okay, so we are in retro achievements. I don't know what any of the achievements are, right? Check. But we'll see how this goes. This gonna have most games that have really long loading times for the disc. Okay, what's this? The intro video? Okay. They've got Mega Man and Bass. In Russian Trouble. Well, Bass is fast. But Mega Man cuts the corners better. Bass can really take those straightaways. It's gonna take some tight steering to win. Based on the dirt losing speed. That speed booster. Or just a jump, I guess. Oop. Photo finish. Okay. Let's do one versus race just so I can get a feel for how the game plays, since I have no idea what I'm doing yet. Then if that goes well, we can do like the main, like, story mode or whatever, tour mode. Okay, so we got Mega Man, Roll, Proto Man. For some reason, Iceman up here. There's Bass. Like, everyone else is like, oh, these have been playable characters somewhere in the franchise. Then you just get like randomly Iceman. Mikey thinks he's one of the protagonists. They should have had, what's that character's name? Duo, I think? The big green robot guy? Because he was like a character you could use in a game. Like, that would have fit more on this route. Iceman is playable and Powered Up. Well, Powered Up didn't exist, so... As far as this game is concerned, Iceman was never playable. We're going back to, like, probably the late 90s. There's no such thing as Powered Up. Was Roll playable until Powered Up? That's a good question, actually. But she still kind of fits with the protagonist characters, either way. She was playable more versus Capcom, that's true. It's just so funny how Key just doesn't seem like he fits with the rest of this. But yeah, let's see what we're Robot Masters. We got Iceman and Gutsman from 1. Springman from whatever game he was from. Shadow Man from 3. Napalm Man from, I think, 5? And then Quick Man from 2. Yeah, this is just random. They don't even represent all the games. They've got 2 from 1, then 2, 3. I don't think anybody from 4. And I got like a 5. And I don't know where Springman is from. I'm gonna guess like probably 6 or 7. Unfortunately, they don't have Plant Man in here. I would like one like the nature-y theme one to play as, but we don't get that option. I still have no idea like what arbitrary method they use to determine who's gonna be playable. Okay, I thought spring game was 7. Which means they skip like probably 6 and 4. Yeah, this roster doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's take the roll. And then let's hope the computer be random. I don't know what circuit, so let's pick a random stage. We're just trying to get a feel for how this game plays. I don't know what any of this stuff means. So we're just gonna hit OK and hope for the best. I also don't know what this means. As well as things you probably need an instruction manual to understand what's going on. Can everyone hear the game okay? A lot of people fighting back there. There's a lot of obstacles with giant Mets. It's hard not to run into them. Okay, I can drive the course, but I can't drive around nets randomly. Oop, that slows you down, don't hit that. Ooh, I didn't see a curve there. I lost my first place. We're at the... Were those penguins? That curve handles pretty easily, at least. It's not hard at all to drive. But sometimes I think you have to be worried about in these like car racers is that like it can be very hard to control sometimes. And this one's very easy handling. While still being relatively fast. At least it seems like it's fast. Come in first place most of the time. At a bar, it's glowing for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. I wonder how far in first I am. The game must be close. It does feel like I'm dominating right now. But in these games, there's always ways for other players to catch up. But it seems a lot less chaotic than Mario Kart. Like, I'm not seeing items spanned all over the place. Or, well, I hear stuff going on, but like it seems like it's behind me, and not like where I am. So it's not like a blue shell or something that's gonna just like destroy you randomly. Those mess really slow you down. Don't shoot bombs at me, Napalm Man. Okay, we're in the last lap. Crap, looked out of the way there. Oh, and I missed a beast speed boost, darn. Eat in between these guys, okay. Okay, that was not the right move. Well, I got first place. Let's see what chat was saying. How cute little roll mugshot in the upper corner. Oh, yeah. He's shooting the same thing every time, so no random items. That or the AI isn't smart enough to use them. Because I thought I saw something in the top screen at some point that said I didn't get. But I don't really know how to use the items yet. Or what the items do. But yeah, it's a lot less chaotic than Mario because it doesn't seem like there's a whole bunch of items to spam. Like, maybe they get their own special abilities, it seems like. But that's about it. Okay. So let's look at the actual Grand Prix or whatever. Oh, this is probably where all the achievements come from. Same characters, just a different select screen for some reason. Interesting. For beginners. Of course, rules for the beginners. Junk. Balanced. Mega Buster. Wait, you shoot a Mega Buster at you? And Charge Shot. You probably have a shield. And a Proto Strike. Base Buster and Base Blast. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna stick with roll here. They'll try and show off. Hey, we have camera angles. Can change your car name? That's interesting. I don't have any good ideas, but I like the concept of that. It'd be better if you had like a creative racer system where you could like, make your own like customized character than having a customized and like be customized the car and how it looks. Then it would make more sense to name it. But like it's her car, I feel like yeah, just stick with what is named officially. Also, we have the arcade carryover of the infamous these two at the bottom here. Troy would make some jokes about that. I'm not going to. But choose your course. It seems like you can only have one other, like, real character and the rest are just generics, which is weird. But definitely sets it apart from Mario Kart. Like, it seems like it's specifically made to be a two-player game. So you get two players and a couple of, like, generics. And, like, split-screen force no matter what. Which is weird. But I thought you were gonna have, like, all the playable characters, like, fill up the thing. I could do City because not so many people there. Actually, what's the easiest? Okay, I guess this is the easiest one apparently, so we'll go with Mountain and play against Gutsman. The whatever course I did in a practice run that got randomly selected, it was kind of easy too. It felt like a Gutsman stage though, because it was like very construction-y. So I don't know if that's the same thing as this or not, but we're gonna find out if we get a different course or the same one. Okay, this is definitely different. Oh, this was like the one they were doing in the intro video. I can't control the spin attack very well. Yeah. Ooh, don't get hit those. That's not good. Okay, it's definitely harder than the, you know, Silly will be the easiest course according to, like, the selection screen. This is definitely harder than the one I practiced in the, versus mode. I'm at first. 2 laps to go. No. Oh, I'm gonna get an item now. Don't know what the ×3 means though. These icons are not very descriptive, so I guess we'll use whatever this is. Hey, just put a ×3 on my bar. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm gonna get a new item. Okay, that's an actual weapon, I can tell. Think I threw that on the fields for people to run over? I can't see because it was behind me. Should be almost the end of the course. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Didn't seem to do anything. Gusman is not happy about losing here. So now I wish I could have an animation, like rolls of the just like steering a wheel, moving a steering wheel up in the corner. Like I want that animation, but for me. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the means to do that. You can obtain a part from Gutsman. What will be best for his? Aren't these injury very good? Where's the list? You check the performance of your part. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like the tires is the only thing that's like maybe could be improved from hers. They might have better handling, get grip. So I guess every time you beat somebody, you get to steal a part from their car. I feel like I've seen something like that from somewhere before, but I don't quite remember. Oh, I see. You can just grab everything. So you have to beat him like 4 times to get all of his parts. Shauna might have a good engine. So I can't check what theirs. Maybe from the check screen I could have like seen other people's. I'm not gonna investigate it too hard. As I can see here. What's his tires like? Useful on dirt. Going over mines will not decrease speed very much. Okay, let me check what Shadow Man stuff is. Oh, you can't check unless you have it, okay. So you do have to like actually unlock it to figure out if it's any good. Fair enough. But he doesn't automatically give it to you, you can just swap the tires if you think it's better for that course. Which I feel like I'm good with what I have, because this doesn't seem like it's gonna be that mountainous or miney. Honestly, his tires seem like they're best at his stage. I could be wrong. I guess I'll find out. Like some kind of cave? Not what I expected for Shadow Man. Nice. He's got a lot of smoky leaves behind, I guess. This is hard to navigate in. I keep hitting walls. A second, I think. Catching up. No, don't smoke screen me. Okay. Does that mean I didn't get an item? I'm like electrocute it right now. Okay. There we go. The spin attack is hard to... Oh, crap. That's when I should use the spin attack, actually, to go over that little, like, weird thing coming out. I could probably jump it. Oh, he got me with the shuriken again. No, go away. Are you supposed to hit the mets for items? I don't understand how the items work in this game. Oh. Yeah. Definitely feeling more like a battle in the chase. Ooh, bumper cars too. Oh, not the hat. I'll hit the... I don't know what you... I hit a cone and got an item. Give me something good. I just sabotaged myself. At least he hit the mine too. But I planted a mine and like... got hit by it immediately. I really don't know win this. At the focus. The thing is, if he hits me with one of his attacks, he can just easily overtake me again. He just hit. I have like no defense against that. Whatever this is, I tend to use. Ooh, I just dodged his shell, it looks like. That was no good. He used an item on me to do that, I think. Oh, and he missed. It's hard playing from behind because they can just shoot you. For good measure? Okay, we did it. Yeah, he does get free shots at some points. And I can't shoot back if I'm behind. Like, the best I have to do is to get, like, right next to him and maybe hit him with a spin attack. But I can't shoot anything at him to slow him down like he can shoot me. That's an interesting, losing mugshot. I'm going to assume edge is what I want here. Let's fight Proto Man, who has a shield. So if I do try attacking, he might just block it anyway. So I have to, like, hopefully stay in front of him. Okay, let's check the engine differences. Explosive power accelerates quickly. I think that's what we want. Yeah, let's try the Shadowman engine. And just in case the mines are a problem, we'll try the Guzman tires. Because at least it'll be good at mine handling. Because I almost like messed myself up by doing the mine attack and then hitting the mine immediately myself. This time if I hit a mine, I won't slow down. Roll tires don't seem any good anyway because they can't drift. I could be missing something. Oh, these don't handle. Oh, there's a mine already. Oh, these tires do not handle well at all. This is a lot harder than using their old tires. So I should have expected. I don't know. I should have dodged that. But I was right to pick the anti-mine tire in a stage that seems to be filled with mines. The Shadow Man engine is definitely helping because it gives me a higher top speed. Oh, that... Go away. Oh, there, he hit me at time. Darn. I love the game lucky in dodging his shots, but not always. They get his attacks too often. Send that back to him. Really? I thought for sure he'd blow up with that bomb I dropped. But instead I got hit by his attack. Yeah, I'm not good at using items in this. You have to just pick a character with a really good base attack. Don't want to really rely on items unless you, I guess, master them, but they don't seem to be easy to use. Well, this car's driving backwards. That was awkward. Somehow get around that. Okay, we got an item. I guess you need to hit like so many, like 10 mats before you get an item. But we're gonna try it. Hopefully he gets hit by a mine. Stop shooting me. I don't know, it's the end of it, but no, it's just the last lap now. So I have to do one more lap and stay ahead of him still. How close is he? Is he on my tail? I still feel like this game would be a lot more interesting if all the unique characters could be racers at the same time. rather than just be like a 1v1. Okay, that's it. Looks like it. Another face palm. What did he grab from Proto Man? His wing? It's his high speed, that may help. Okay, we're gonna have an ad break soon, so I don't want to start the next race before we get to it. I'll go up until I think the part customization screen, and then stop until the ad's done. That way nobody misses anything. Is it really a Grand Prix where you just get to freely select whatever course in whatever order? Although it looks like they get more difficult if you've cleared them once. Like it's like a... Yeah, I can see like the rematch has a hard difficulty now, so you kind of want to go in order. Maybe go in order. Yeah, look, this drops really low compared to that. So you don't want to rematch until you did everybody once, probably. But yeah, it's a weird Grand Prix because you're just picking courses. Because I've never really Grand Prix. Like, I would think a Grand Prix would be like, oh, here's a bunch of courses that you have to do like in a set order, and it tracks your progress over like all of them. So if you get like points for every win, and like it means second place be like some point, like less points and whatnot. And the winner is the one who has the most points over the course of all of the races, potentially. Or you just have to win them all, I don't know. Like, either way it could kind of work. But the point is it has to be like a sequence, not just freely select whatever stage you want. And it doesn't really constitute as a Grand Prix. This should be called scavenger mode, since you're just racing people to steal their car parts. Okay, I think we want to go back to the roll tires for this one. But let me check out the high-speed wing compared to rolls. It's hers just makes it handle better, which is very helpful. Like I said, her car handles very well. But this one makes it faster. I'll try out the Proto Man wing to see if it's too hard to handle or not. Our tires are definitely gonna go back to these tires. I think that'll help offset the speed boost by having a different, increased maneuverability. So I feel like I can steer a bit better on those tires. But anyway, we're about to have an ad break in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna BRB myself to get a drink of water, and then I will resume playing once the ad break has finished running. Oh, Kennedy, let's see what this next course is like. Last speed beast in this level. This was gonna be very chaotic. Oop. Okay, that level... It changed from a speed up to a slow down. That's gonna make this hard. But it's like most of the stage. How do you avoid it? Bet to speed boost, I think. We're neutral, actually. Hey, don't punch me! Wow, he can attack backwards. That's interesting. And that didn't go forward at all, unfortunately. This is very narrow. Deirdre affected by that too? Oh, I have a thing. Oh, it's a shield. Okay, I have to remember that in future that one's a shield. Things that could like stop me from last second attacks. If I ever get the item again, I gotta hold on to it. It's like the very end of the course, basically. And this course is extremely narrow. Of course, once again, I use the mine and I immediately hit it. This is definitely harder than the first few. Very chaotic. He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh, he's not that close. Don't know what that one does. But luckily I was really fast, and he wasn't, so I was able to keep him off of me. despite his many attempts at spring attacking. That's gonna be good from Spring Man. I should get some other kind of tires. I'm thinking maybe they could jump. Before I haven't hit any achievements that I noticed. I don't know if I did one I didn't, like, pay attention. South Pole. I want to go back to the roll wing because I feel just need a lot of ice. That's going to require better handling. So I definitely did have worse handling with the high speed wing there. It helped me stay ahead, mind you, but it was also harder to control in that narrow stage. But luckily, because it's narrow, you kind of just bounce around the walls a lot and you don't like go off course, which I don't expect from this one, as he spent a lot of sliding, which could be detrimental if you can go off-road easily. Yeah, this is definitely very icy. And there's holes. You definitely don't want bad handling in this one. Oh! Ah, I fell in the hole. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna cost me a lot of time each time I do that. The next I got in the hopper tire and see if I could jump over it with that, but that's probably not the way that works. My goodness, there's so many pitfalls in this course. I don't think I'm gonna win this one. This is very difficult. Like I'm in dead last. No! I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that. Every time. The mines suck. You just hit your own mine every time. Yeah, but this is costing me. I had like user. It's tough. I'm not even gonna beat like the generic racers. Much less Iceman. How is he avoiding all this nonsense because the computer's away? Ooh, that was a good recovery. I have to jump every time there's a hole and hope that I can somehow not land in the hole. Yeah, not land in the hole. Oh, give me a bad item. He gave me a bad item. Yeah, I can't avoid that. It's like too much of a gap. Like I try to go to the right hand, just like bump up against the wall instead. I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that. It's the final lap. I'm not close to winning. Okay, no. Dodge that one. This is definitely the worst course so far. I don't even know if I've seen first place. Oh, I almost made it, but even the spin attack didn't do it. Yeah, he's probably finished already. My goodness. I was just crying. Yeah. Not even barely. It wasn't even close. I actually made just barely missed making the jump. Am I though? I'm pretty far off. There was no chance I was gonna win that. Especially after I fell in the hole. But even if I didn't fall in the hole, I still wouldn't have gotten first place. That's how far off I was. It's quite a bit ahead, honestly. Let's hope this level isn't as bad. I'm gonna go with the guts tires for this because I feel like there's gonna be some mountainous areas here. Let's go back to the high speed ring so we can make up some speed a bit better. What ports do I have? Automatically jumps would go over mine. Okay, just for mines. I mean, that'd be great for... I feel like all the tires are good for mines. Nah. That would be great last course. I should have switched to it. I kept getting the mine power every time. If I could just automatically jump those, that'd be great. But the biggest problem was the pits. If they keep introducing pits into the courses, I'm not going to beat those courses. What is that? Slush? Water? This car is not really built for driving over water.
Quick turbo. Quick turbo. Quick turbo. Quick turbo. Quick turbo.
miss the speed boost that would help me catch up. Oop, went the wrong way. I'm not doing great in this course, but it's a lot easier than the previous one, so I'm not that concerned. I could probably make up the distance. Well, I'm not reaching a good top speed even with the Shadow Man engine.
クイックターボ
It might have been better to have the roll engine. Oh, it's a shield.
クイックタ
We
ー
keep that.
ボクイックターボクイックターボクイックターボ
I've yet to see Quit Man. He's just that fast. There he is. I'm gonna save my shield for like the very end of this lap. I think is coming up. I think he's ready to attack, but just in case. Yeah, it was a lot easier than the Iceman stage because there's no pitfalls. I definitely want his engine, because I assume that's going to be the best part of his car that makes it go really fast. Yeah, how does Quickman lose a race? That is embarrassing. Yeah, pretty much. This is Sonic logic, huh? Like, Sonic rides a car in his racing game just to be fair. Because if he was running on foot, he would beat everybody. Arms Factory. I should probably read what these do before I put them on. Max speed is not very great. Okay. Because I don't want his engine. I feel like Charman's is better. Because his max speed is not good. Yeah, he had a bad car. Why would Quickman drive a car with bad max speed? This actually be decent in the Iceman stage because I never got a good top speed anyway. And I have to keep re-accelerating every time I fell into a hole. The rest stick with the Shadowman engine because it's faster. Let's try the hopper tire. Fake your fist and me defeat it. Where's the sixth one, I think, actually. Maybe it's the fifth. Nah, I think it's the fifth. And we got those. I take the wrong path. Damn it, picked the wrong path. Can I get over that? I'm just gonna bypass that. There's too many slowdown strips, so I'm gonna just try to use my jump to get around them. Then, I'm not doing very well place-wise. Oop, I spun into another one. These have to remember the right path to go, I guess. To get optimal speed boost. Yeah, how do you dodge that one? Fortunately, all I got was the shield, which is not good right now. This one isn't like that hard. It is more of a situation where I cannot catch up. Which might suggest I need a different car setup. I'm having trouble staying in second place. Yeah. I don't know how to catch up better, but whatever I was using did not do it. Can I... settings? And then my car settings? Okay, yes. Let's try this one to see if it will allow us to catch up easier. That's the main thing I want to try. And maybe if that doesn't work, we'll try Quickman's engine. It'll be good acceleration. But my concern is the low top speed. Will make it so that I can't drive fast enough to catch up. that rules engine is supposed to be faster when she's behind. Oops. I played that term incorrectly. So far, I don't think this is going any better. Oh, that's a bad slowdown. I try to just jump over that. You just lay bombs all over the place, huh? Yeah, how come I can't spin attack anymore? Here it goes. Oh? No! Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Hagrid's right there, and he hit me at the last second. Well, I guess I can't beat that one. I don't want to try that again. That was probably the best I was ever gonna come to winning. And he got me the last second. I can't do it better than that. That was my absolute best. Ironically, the first time I had the shield, which would have saved me from that, but this time I never picked up the shield. So I didn't have any recourse against it. Let's see how racing good old Mega Man will do. These are probably just gonna get harder though. The thing about Mario Kart, though, is I assume you're allowed to not... You're able to finish something other than first. It's not like a failure. Like, if you come in second place, it's not like the end of the world. Where, like, you could only come in first or you lose. There are no other places. So it was make this kind of like losing at the last second like that especially hard. Because there was like no recourse. Hey, he's boxed on that, my friend. What do I get? Gotcha, Nightman. Ooh, he's shooting at me. You wouldn't hit your sister, would you? Oh, he got the shield? How lucky. Oh, charge shot me. Okay, what do we get? I don't know what that does. We're gonna use it and find out. Okay, I hope he got caught in the blast I couldn't see. Though he's still shooting at me, so I'm gonna assume he did not get hit by that blast, unfortunately. But it was worth a try. I still keep double my items until I get the shield, and I can just keep the shield. Okay, there it is. As long as I'm in first place at the final lap at the end, then I can just shield my way to victory. And he can't upset me at the end. Looks like Mega Man's struggling a little bit himself. Yeah, this is definitely easier than the previous course. There's not as much going on, it's just a very straightforward one. It's not like Mega Man himself is that challenging. Not that Nippon Man was either, it was more just the course was kind of hard to play. Okay, last lap. I had to make sure to put my shield up at the last second, so he doesn't rob me. I'm still... What happened to my item? I lost my shield. Oh, wow. I did eat it. But I noticed the shield just disappeared. I never used it. I was afraid that he was gonna get me, but he was too far behind, luckily. Use the car. Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about before. There's a point system, so you just need to come out in first at the end. This doesn't have like a real Grand Prix, like it's called Grand Prix, but there's a bunch of 101 races. There is no Grand Prix. You can even race against multiple characters at the same time. Ooh, what do we got for Mega Man? Let's try his wing. It's probably not that good, especially since it's called Starter. I'm gonna take a look at something real quick. Oh. That's weird. Even though it says it's also retro achievements, it doesn't look like you can actually... It's not linked to this version of the game or something. It's not pulling up anything. I wonder what ROM you need. They have very, very specific ROM sets. It looks like this is the achievement for collecting every body part from every car with each character. That's no for what it is. They're looking like too fancy. There are time trial achievements as well. What are the supported game hashes? It only works with the Japanese? Yeah, it only supports the Japanese version. That's why it's not working. It's silly. And specifically the PlayStation Best version of the Japanese release. Which is like a re-release, I think. Somebody asked for the European version to be added back in 2023. But nothing ever happened. Yeah, a bunch of people are asking for the European version to be, like, added. But so far, it's not a thing. It always supports the Japanese version. Which is weird because, like, it comes up under Mega Man Battle and Chase. But the Japanese version is going to be called Rockman Battle and Chase. So it's the actual version it's supported. Which is just needing. Oh, it's the last stage. So I never beat the Arms Factory, I never beat the South Pole. And they could rematch all the people who like the other parts. But I don't know how interesting that would be to just do the same courses. There is supposed to be like a hidden car or racer or something. Also, how come I can't play against base? Is he the secret one? That very much was secret because in the character select screen. But yeah, I don't see him as an option. You could play as base, but it doesn't mean you can play against base. He's the boss. How do you get to the boss, though? Actually, can't exit out of this now. Beat everyone 4 times. That's a lot just to get to a boss. I can't even beat some people 1 time. Let me reset real quick. I want to just like try out the time trial mode. Since we've seen all of the Grand Prix courses already. Like there might be more courses available, but they're not available to Grand Prix mode. So I'm showing everything off that I can as far as the regular mode. So last thing I'm going to just show off is some time trial stuff to see how that is. I think base was the only one that didn't show up. Which I wonder what happens if you pick base. Would you just see everybody and give like an extra stage? Or does Roll not show up in his? Maybe Mega Man doesn't show up in his. That would make sense. I do wonder what Roll's stage looked like. I'll have to like pick somebody else just to see what the Roll stage is. Because a lot of courses that we didn't see. We saw Crystal City. That was Mega Man. That was Shadow Man for some reason. Napalm Man. Spring Man. Ice Man. We did that, but I forget who it was now. Guts Man. Sunset, I think, was Proto Man. But we didn't see the Sky Circuits. It's like 3 of them. And we didn't see Street. Yeah, Quick Man, I was right. Street might have been Rolls. I'm just gonna guess that was hers. I'll confirm that after doing another Grand Prix as somebody else. Probably base, because I think that's gonna be the most likely till that role to be selectable. Since Mega Man should be the odd one out then. One of us is just a single lap or what? It's a very simple looking stage. I think it's the one we got in the Ram Slack before, isn't it? Maybe. It's very similar to City, but different. I kind of hope this isn't Roll Stage, because then we're gonna end up having, like, seeing this 3 times, possibly, because I think I already did this one before. That or the stage I did looked extremely similar. Maybe last we have to do all 5. Guess it makes sense. Getting the items kind of won't do anything because there's nobody to attack. Unless there is a speed up item that exists. The ends are gonna be mostly useless. Put up the shield for nothing. At 3, you have to hit like random mats and traffic cones to get items. Another shield. It's like the easiest stage to drive in, I think. It's like nothing going on. And it's very wide, so making turns is pretty simple too. I don't know if that's a good time. Apparently ties the course record. I don't know if this is actually rolls. I was just kind of guessing it might be hers. But we'll find out for sure. By going back to Grand Prix mode. I'm gonna assume that you can play against roll. If not, we'll have to reset. Yep, she's the first one, and that was the course for her. By far, considered the easiest of all. Right before Guts Man there. Oh, Mega Man's still somebody you can play against. Is there anybody missing then? I think we just get an extra stage. I think these are all the same stages plus roll. So by playing roll, you just lose a stage? That's weird. Randomly, you can't face base if you're a roll. But you can face everybody else. And base needs to be able to face everybody, potentially. I'm not like noticing anybody that stands out as missing. I think these are all the same stages. Yeah, it's so weird. They just randomly cut him out. But you have more options as base. Oh well, weird game. But there isn't a whole lot else to do. I know that makes it a short stream, only like 2 hours, but there's not a lot of content to this game. Which would you kind of expect from like a knockoff Mario Kart game. Usually it's very stripped down and doesn't have a lot going on compared to like a real one. And the main game mode, unfortunately, is just a 1v1 with an interesting concept, mind you, of stealing parts from your opponent if you beat them. I do think that is kind of a cool thing to do. But yes, of course. If we're talking about the Super Nintendo original Mario Kart, it was way more basic than this. So I don't know what Mario Kart was like at the time of this game coming out. Because I would probably be like, Mario Kart 64 would be the comparison. So I don't know if that was more advanced than this or not. But yeah, I don't like that the main mode is... Or, I guess not about the main mode, but like I don't like that there's no mode where you can do a proper Grand Prix and have like a point system for scoring. And I don't like that there's no mode at all where you could play against all the other racers. You could only 1v1 no matter what you do, other than Time Attack where it's just your own time score. But there's no way to play other racers, other characters in the game. in a capacity it's not one-on-one. And that I don't like. Something like my one main criticism for the game, they could have done better. But as far as an actual game, let me close the games. The music doesn't like make it hard for me to focus on talking. But as far as the gameplay itself, like just the racing aspect, it controls very well. So that could just be because I use Roll and she's very easy to use. So I don't know if the other characters handle as well, and it might be your mileage might vary. It might be harder to play some of them. But as far as Roll is concerned, at least, very easy to handle. Not a lot of complications. Like some racing games are like a little too sensitive and impossible to steer. I did not have that situation here. It was very easy to understand without any prior experience. I just pressed the cross button and went, and you steer with the D-pad. It's what you'd expect for a PlayStation 1 racing game. It didn't require a lot of advanced technique. Making turns is very easy. It was pretty fun for what it was, like, it played well. It was competent, I guess is the best thing I could say. Like, the actual racing part of it, the mechanics, and the engine work as expected, It did what it was supposed to do. The items were very confusing. It wasn't obvious what a lot of them did. Some of them didn't seem to do anything. And some of them were even detrimental, like the landmines. You would just throw a landmine in front of yourself and get blown up, which made no sense. There are like very few power-ups that actually were good. Like really, a shield was the only really good one that I could get. But I do like the fact that every character had their own unique ability that you could use. So eyes aren't really a focus like it would be in Mario Kart. It's more of just spamming your own ability. Which, for Roll, wasn't that great, but for other characters, they can probably shoot projectiles at the enemy and, stun them. Which would be very good as a comeback mechanic. And Proto Man has a very interesting one, where he has a shield, just innately. So anytime somebody tries to attack him, he can just put the shield and guard it, if he's ahead. See what you're saying. You'd like to have seen this series continue and iterate and improve? Yeah, I don't think this did very well, though, because it was so basic and had problems where, it didn't encourage the multiplayer as hard as Mario does. Like, if you see Mario Kart, the big appeal is to get a whole bunch of people together and have them all, control the different racers and have chaos ensue. This is 2 players at most. And the 4-split screen 2-player. Yeah, I guess that's true. Old Mario Kart was probably like this too. But even the original Mario Kart, you still had the other characters as computer-controlled racers. So it still felt like everybody was involved. This doesn't have that feeling, where you just have you, one other real character, and an arbitrary number of generics, which can be anywhere from just 2 to maybe 5. But they're just generics that aren't really part of the game. They're just there to fill space. They don't do anything, they don't have any powers. So they're almost not part of the race at all. So I think that's where this kind of falls short, and why it probably didn't do it very well. Plus, I didn't even have a North American release, which also probably hurt it. So I'm not surprised the series didn't continue, but I do agree it would be nice to have Capcom take another try at this, especially a more modern system that had the capacity to hold more, so you could have a ton more characters throughout the series instead of this arbitrary limited roster, and the more features, a proper Grand Prix mode. There's a lot they could have done with it. It had potential, it just wasn't fleshed out, and never really had a chance to be fleshed out, unfortunately. But anyway, I think that's all for me. For those of you who missed it, once again, do check out our merchandise shop. There's a new poster there that is themed on this stream, sort of, since it's a Deirdre racing poster. So you can have a picture of me with the steering wheel, if you so like. And also other posters are in the store as well, like the Cersei one and 2 Villain ones, and other kind of random merch that we have on there. So check that out sometime if you want your ZG branded merchandise. We will definitely not be streaming next Sunday because that's Mother's Day. We will most likely be very busy that day, so don't expect to see us then. But like we said, we'll stream when we can get a chance to this month, on sporadic days. I do know that the next time there will be a stream, it'll be going back to Shui to do the Wily Tower part of Wily Wars, since that was not technically finished, but that's a separate sort of mini-game. So you'll get to see that, and then after that, who knows? But thanks everyone for watching. I don't know if there's anybody on right now. Usually I end my streams later, so I don't know if people were streaming this early. I guess Amaya's on. She's playing Final Fantasy X? I guess we can raid into that channel. And I will see you all whenever I do again. It's gonna be a while, because I won't have any more streams this month, so I'll maybe be back in June if I can figure out a game to play. But that's its own little thing. But I do hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.